Have you ever watched a show with multiple characters and just wondered to yourself, who is the best character in this show? So in this video, I want to try out this new concept that I've been thinking about for a little while. I'm going to compare 3 characters of Degrassi with each other to determine which of these characters is better! You might be asking yourself, why 3 characters? Well, I don't know if you guys noticed this phenomenon before, but usually when people try to compare 2 things to each other, it usually comes down to a tiebreaker in the end, like literally most of the time. So I thought maybe comparing 3 things together would make it more interesting than just 2. I don't know, I hate doing intros sometimes. In this video, I'm going to be comparing Emma, Claire, and Maya. These 3 characters are the center of their generation of Degrassi. They're also generational characters. Emma is the daughter of Spike, Claire is the younger sister of Darcy, and Maya is the younger sister of Katie. Okay, so we got the video intro out the way, so let's get to the character intros.
Smoking on top 5s. Stop playing, I'm that guy. Hello.
Let me just say, Claire isn't even really in the running for this category. Claire is randomly in the background of a few Darcy scenes around season 6 and 7. She isn't given much depth, and she's just depicted as the annoying little sister.
Mom said she needs help with dinner.
I could consider season 8 Claire as her official introduction, but that's not fair, so sorry Claire, you're gonna lose this round. Then there's Emma, who came into Degrassi essentially as the main character. Previously in another video, I said that Ashley was kind of the main character of season 1, because to be honest, she kind of was. But Emma was like an up-and-comer. A great example of an episode that perfectly displays Emma's personality for years to come is season 1, episode 10. Emma sees Mr. Armstrong and Liberty in a room alone together.
I saw him touching Liberty.
And she's worried about Liberty. But as the episode goes on and rumors start to spread,
Yeah, they were in his car, kissing, in front of everybody.
Liberty confirms that nothing happened at all, but still the rumors are out there. So Emma's like, I gotta get to the bottom of this rumor. And it's revealed that Emma unintentionally started the rumor.
You started the rumor, Emma.
This episode is a great representation of early Emma. Emma's always fighting for some cause or trying to help someone out, even if they didn't ask for it. And in her heart of hearts, deep down, she always tries to do the right thing. And she's also a hypocrite. Also, in Emma's first season, Degrassi lays down the foundation for the eventual Emma and Sean relationship.
So we're still on for tonight.
Absolutely, if you want to.
As for Maya, Maya comes into Degrassi similarly to Claire as a little sister. However, unlike Claire, she actually interacts with Katie. Not only does she show concern when Katie is taking codeine for her soccer injury,
I'm fine.
but Katie also gives great advice to Maya about the whole Zig and Tori situation. And I don't know, I just like seeing siblings get along, you know? It's nice. Then there's the whole Maya liking Zig situation, which leads to Tori getting jealous.
If you're smart, you'll stay away.
Far, far away.
This is where Maya's first main trait shines through, and that's that Maya is bold.
Maybe it's time to accept that you're the one who's not his type.
Who the fuck? So Tori and Maya brawl on their like 2nd or 3rd day at school. Even though Maya's introduction is maybe more toxic, I still think Emma's introduction is overall better at establishing Emma's personality and future plots. So I'll give Emma the point here.
Emma?
This category is based off friendships, but more importantly, how were these characters as friends? Let's start with Claire Bear, since we kinda skipped her in the last round.
How rude!
Claire is one of the only people at Degrassi who tries to defend Connor. Even though Jenna literally plotted to steal KC from her in season 9, in later seasons she actually becomes cool with Jenna again. Claire is also the first person at Degrassi to find out that Adam is transgender.
Why do you have tampons?
They also hang out in a little trio of friends with Eli, before Adam eventually got tired of hanging out with 2 lovers all the time. There are other people like Casey and Drew that Claire was cool with, but obviously most people think of Allie. I know some people think that Claire and Allie were fake to each other, but personally, I don't see that at all. I do think that at times they weren't really the best people for each other. It's pretty obvious that Claire doesn't really back up Allie's reactions to situations, like when she made that hate page for Holly J.
Whose side are you on?
And yeah, there's some times when Allie was annoyed by Claire. But overall, I think they have a pretty strong friendship. Y'all could say that Allie kissed Claire's boyfriend, but Claire didn't.
Okay, here we go.
I'm gonna just let you know right now, Maya is not a good friend.
Oh my god. What did we just do?
I'm sorry.
She did feel bad about it though.
From one of my friends. My best friend.
Don't you feel silly? Don't you feel stupid? Don't you feel a little ashamed?
If I really wanted to be nice to Maya and defend her, I could say that she went out of her way to help Zig, so much that she was able to convince her mom to let Zig move in. But I don't know, once you kiss your best friend's boyfriend, you're automatically eliminated from this category. Then there's Emma. Emma's not the type of character to steal your mans, but she is the type of character that will say some judgmental ass shit and then do it herself. Case in point, season 3, Emma judges Manny for interfering in Ashley and Craig's relationship. And there's nothing wrong with holding your friends accountable. But then next season, she intentionally tries to block Liberty from dating Chris because she thinks it'll ruin her reputation, which is fucked up, and also, Liberty is her friend. In season 5, Emma is mad that Manny was drunk and alone with Peter at a party, and is double mad when the video of Manny taking her shirt off leaks. She forgives Manny, but she was like, no more secrets between us, Manny. Please.
No more lies ever, okay?
Except for the fact that I'm secretly hooking up with the guy who recorded you while you were drunk and naked. Also, in general, Emma was very controlling of Manny at first.
How long have we been friends? Since kindergarten? And now you think you can drop me like a hot potato just because, ooh, some 8th grader is finally talking to you?
This evil Emma stare when Manny chooses Emma over Paige and the cheer team haunts me. Claire easily wins this round.
Come on, man. That's too easy.
Maya's relationship history includes Miles, Cam, Zig, and fuck, we can't forget about Harry. Then there's Emma, who dated Kelly? Chris? Damien? Peter? And obviously Sean. Emma also dated Spinner, but I'm not counting that since it happened in like their last official episodes in the show. Then there's Claire, who dated Eli, Casey, Jake, and technically Drew. Technically. Okay, so personally, I don't feel comfortable rating this portion simply because Eclair is not my favorite. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna leave this round up to the people.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate it.
This is a controversial category to say the least. It's kind of hard to not have opinions play a factor here, but I will try my hardest. You see, the thing is, all these characters have great storylines. These characters are kind of the center of attention for a lot of plot lines. I will say that Emma somewhat takes a backseat in season 4 Degrassi, but there was so much else going on that she never felt underutilized, so I'm gonna have to try to do some process of elimination here. And the first person I'm gonna eliminate is Claire. Claire has many great storylines, and I'd say that peak Claire is from season 9 or 10 to 12, but due to the writers being mentally exhausted by season 13 and 14, her storylines just get a little worse. But even if it wasn't for season 13 and 14, I feel like Claire in general has a lot less variety in her plots than Emma and Maya. I don't want to label Claire as a hopeless romantic or anything, but honestly, most of her plots are revolving around Eli.
I get it, Claire. You're in love with Eli.
Is he thinking of Julia? Oh my god, is he dangerous? Yo, I gotta break up with this dude. He's manipulative. But wait, I'm confused. Why does he not remember me? Did our relationship mean nothing?
Did you ever love me at all?
Claire's stories aren't exactly the same, but yeah. I'd have to say that as a whole, I feel like Maya's stories are definitely better than Emma's stories. Emma started out as a 7th grader, so her early plots were baby stuff, which isn't a bad thing. She had little relatable moments like going on her first date with Sean. That was cringe for a lot of reasons. Then there's that time she got her period in class, which isn't relatable to me personally, but I'm sure it's relatable to someone else. These early stories were necessary for Emma and the tone of the show at that time. But Maya came into Degrassi with toxic-ass problems already. And if you really think about it, Maya is intertwined with like 3 different storylines that aren't her own at multiple times throughout the show. Partially because the writers didn't do the best job at developing the side characters later on.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Because Maya dated Zig, and he had storyline connections to Tiny and Vince, she's also a big player in those storylines. After Maya gets in trouble for naughty behavior, she gets demoted to the dropout room and gets cool with Grace and Tiny, so they form a little friends group. But she simultaneously is still friends with Tristan and Miles. Then obviously there's Maya's reaction to Cam's suicide and the PTSD after the bus crash. And I'm not gonna pretend Emma's plots were not up to par with Maya's. I really found Emma's anorexia plot interesting, but sometimes it feels like Degrassi forgot about that a little bit, doesn't it? The only time it's ever referred to again is when that purple dragon lady says this to Emma.
You wear the largest size that we make, and it would suck if you grew out of it.
I don't know, this one could go either way, but I'm leaning towards Maya.
You were fucking Tessa Campanelli?
Before I start this category, for all you Degrassi fans out there, list me your favorite moments for each of these characters. I actually did make a list, and not surprisingly, Emma had more iconic moments, in my opinion. I mean, come on.
What are you doing? That's my stuff! Kicking your sorry butt out, Manny, once and for all.
Emma, sit.
You don't talk to me like that. You're not my dad.
But something scary happened. I actually really sat down, and unfortunately, I think Claire might win this round. I'm sure we all know the...
I am not drama. Did you flip a switch and erase me from your...
Shut up.
But Claire also got drunk at school, calls Jenna out for flirting with Casey.
Jenny, your butt crack's showing.
She literally stands up against Principal Shep when no one else openly did at that time. And then there's this.
Who are you?
On some level, I do think that Claire has more moments because, I mean, look at who Emma was sharing screen time with. Paige, Spinner, Jimmy, Craig, Manny. All big names that had a lot of big moments as well. I know I'm not talking about Maya at all, but I'm sorry, she doesn't have enough moments. But yeah, I think Claire's gonna win this round.
'Cause baby, now we got bad blood.
Emma doesn't really have that many rivalries. If anything, I'd say most people just find her annoying. Do some people not like her? Of course. But I wouldn't say she really beefed with anybody. Claire also doesn't have too much beef. Obviously, she didn't like Jenna for a while, but other than Jenna, the other rivals Claire had would probably be like Fitz and Katie. Fitz is definitely more of an Eli rival, in my opinion. And Katie doesn't even really hate Claire for too long. Imogen does kinda envy Claire, but this is more based in jealousy, and once she's over Eli, her and Claire never have beef.
You don't want no beef? You don't want no beef?
I could throw Dallas in the mix if I wanted to, but once again, I wouldn't say they're really beefed. I feel like Dallas was just a little salty. Maya easily wins this round simply for her relationship with Zoe that's built off of jealousy and hatred. Maya and Zoe alone beef for many seasons, mostly because Zoe made out with Maya's boyfriend. Not only once, but twice. Maya also beefs with Tori and Tristan when she kisses Zig. And then Tristan again because of Miles and the whole teacher situation. Maya's taking the dub.
The world will be a much better place without you,
So for this final round, I wanted to make the category something unique to these specific characters. Therefore, I have decided to make this last round, who is the main character? Obviously, there is no main character of Degrassi. There are definitely side characters, pointless characters, and plot devices, but no main characters. Even still, these three characters kind of represent their respective eras of Degrassi. I could go off of who has the most episodes, and that would be Claire, with 231 episodes. Holy shit. But that wouldn't be fair for many different reasons. I would say Emma could be an obvious choice. I mean, the whole reason Degrassi The Next Generation started in the first place was because the writers realized that Spike's daughter would be 12 years old at that moment. And Emma is not only the daughter of Spike, but she's also the stepdaughter of a true Degrassi legend, Mr. Simpson. Another reason why Emma has a strong case for the main character slot is because Emma is literally followed even after high school. Other characters were too, but we literally saw Emma go to college, drop out of school, and then get married, which are some pretty big life events. The only thing that really stops me from putting the main character label on Emma is the fact that her character isn't always the focus of the story. There's a long stretch in season 3 specifically, don't remember when it was, when Emma is literally barely in episodes. And I'm not complaining about that. Personally, I liked how Degrassi used to balance the screen time of certain characters in the earlier seasons, but I'm rambling. Claire, on the other hand, literally dominates Degrassi. In season 8 and 9, characters like Jane and Holly J were definitely in the spotlight more, but once they left, it was all Claire all the time. I also think Claire has a lot of storyline focus and is pretty much involved in all the major events that takes place in Degrassi, obviously during her time. And then there's Maya. At first glance, you might think Maya lost this award, it's over. But actually, Maya has a pretty strong case. Now, yeah, episode-wise, Maya is not anywhere near Clare or Emma, but Maya had many memorable storylines in her short time. And to be honest, when Maya was out of commission for season 3 and 4 of Next Class, the show suffered. You can tell Degrassi didn't build up too many other strong characters outside of Maya and a few others. When it comes down to it, I'm gonna have to go with Emma for this category. And I hope that if Degrassi ever does a reboot, if they don't keep canceling it, I'd hope Emma's child is the main character. So I just looked at the votes and it looks like Emma won the relationship category, which means that in the end, Emma wins. I enjoyed making this video and interacting with all you lovely folks out there behind the screen over there. Other than that, like this video, subscribe, and enjoy the rest of your day.